Can we attend to what is weak within, to permit it to blossom into something powerful? Can we shift our perspective and our judgments on what parts of us are weak, to see the power and the strength within that weakness, that if permitted and nourished with love, will naturally blossom beyond the perceptions of our expectations and judgments? Can we expand beyond what we see and what we project onto our moments of weaknesses, onto the feelings of weaknesses we have from time to time? Can we expand our perception to see ourselves in the fullness of light? To see ourselves in the fullness of ourselves? To see not just individual waves, but to stand back and see ourselves as the ocean? This is the invitation moments of weaknesses, or moments of weakness, gives us the opportunity to answer, or to shift, or to grow and expand. These moments of weakness, these feelings of weakness that arise from time to time, if we can shift our perspective to see, instead of an opportunity for lamentation, but an opportunity for exploration. Because when we lament, we resist, but if we can see an opportunity, we can see ourselves offering love to that which is weak and is in needing of cultivation. Because what is weakness other than something that is underdeveloped? What is weakness other than a seed that needs watering into fruition? But if we see weakness as a definition or an expectation or a defined destiny without any room to grow, then we will forever remain as that projected, defined, judged weakness. We will never create an environment for that weakness to blossom and grow into something more fruitful and powerful and expressive, and indeed outward. Because if we just project with lamentation, with judgment and definition and expectation onto weaknesses, then we, by doing so, keep it as a weakness. Because we are defining it as a weakness, we maintain and protect it as a weakness. But if we can loosen our grip on the certainty and expectation which we project onto moments of weakness or to feelings of weakness, and we can instead embody and express an energy of love which is formed on an unconditional nature and disposition and an offering, where we are who we are in those moments of weakness or feelings of weakness. We are ourselves fully in the depth that moment calls us to be. And in that depth and surrender, we fall into that weakness, but embodying that love, that fall, then creates momentum upwards. If we but give ourselves the time and the patience and the love to grow, to go into the soil of ourselves, to grow roots in that soil where our weakness and our feelings of weakness can explore themselves en route, to then grow up and to blossom in the light, to reveal the flower that was always alive in the seed, that only needed patience, care and love to succeed. Because not all parts of us grow on equal terms. Some parts of us are more dormant. Some parts of us are more deeper. Some parts of us are more hidden. Some parts of us are more reserved. And so if we view ourselves as being all equal, and one part of us being more readily available, and one part of us not being as readily available, and we view one as good or strong, and one as bad and weak, then our labels have misinterpreted the fullness of us. For like a garden, trees and shrubs and flowers will blossom at different times. But if one flower blossoms in spring, we don't lament and judge a flower which blossoms in summer. We wait. We are present in our garden throughout the seasons, knowing that the beauty will return, but that each part of the garden grows according to different seasonal times. That is a natural way, nature, and a natural way of living and expressing one's possibility, which we too share, where parts of our possibility blossom and burst and grow and bloom at different times. And sometimes there is parts of us which are delayed or more reserved, can feel like they are weak, that they need a bit of encouragement, that they need tending to, that they need some patience and love. Maybe they require us to go deeper into ourselves. But when we judge ourselves, all those parts of our possibility, as weakness, when we judge them, when we label them, we protect ourselves from falling into them. And if we protect ourselves from falling into them, we seldom grow roots that permit those weaknesses to blossom and grow into the light of our life and action and expression. So this is what I would invite you to explore, is within your perceived weaknesses and feelings of weaknesses, and with love try to fall into them, even if they ask you to go deeper than your expectations and judgments and definitions would permit. And in that depth and soil, may you grow roots and flower and blossom into your life in a way that is organic and natural to those perceived weaknesses. Understanding the fullness of yourself has different offshoots at different times. So with that, have fun exploring and not defining. Till then, bye.